Real Madrid are missing Cristiano Ronaldo. Ajax star Ligt has been told to stay for one more year. Juventus almost lost Max Allegri at the weekend. Manchester City take another step into controlling world football. And we have a roundup of all the other transfer news. That and more coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First up, and the Champions League is back tonight with the second legs of the round of last 16. This includes Real Madrid hosting Ajax after winning 2-1 in the first leg. And in a pre-match press conference after 3 losses in the space of a week at home, Luka Modric has admitted that they miss Cristiano Ronaldo. He said it's quite clearly obvious that when you take away someone who managed to score 50 goals a season, that you're always going to struggle. This, as well as admitting that they should have replaced him in the summer, is also a bit of a sliding at Gareth Bale, who hasn't been having the best of times recently. In the second Clasico in 4 days on Saturday night, he was booed by his own fans when coming off, causing his agent to come out and say it's an absolute disgrace the way he's been treated and they should be kissing his feet, really. He also went on to mention that some of Gareth Bale's goals will be talked about for generations, so he deserves more respect. On one hand, I kind of got to agree with him. Gareth Bale has been scoring some magnificent goals for them, including that brilliant goal in the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona, and of course the overhead kick against Liverpool in the Champions League final last season. However, on the flip side, Bale has been on the injury table too much and hasn't provided anywhere as near as much cover that they would have hoped for Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't forget, he was brought in for more money than Ronaldo was and didn't really live up to the hype. This is all ahead of a potential transfer back to Tottenham Hotspur or back to the Premier League in general in the summer. And talking of the Real Madrid-Ajax game, and Ajax legend Johnny Rep has said ahead of the match that Matthijs de Ligt, Ajax's captain at just 19 years old, should stay at the club for one more season. He said that he's not in a rush to go anywhere, so why should he want to leave? Well, it's pretty clear why he wants to leave, because some of the biggest clubs in Europe are in for him. Imagine saying that to Frenkie de Jong when he's just about to sign for Barcelona. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it looks like de Ligt could be doing the same thing and moving to Barcelona as well. Of course, the legend will want one of the best defenders in Europe to stay at his club, but I just can't see it happening if a big team comes in with big money for the player and for the club. And next up to Juventus, who almost lost their manager at the weekend before their game with Napoli. Apparently before the game, manager Max Allegri had already handed in his resignation, forcing Juve chairman Andrea Agnelli to cancel his meetings and come and make a last-ditch attempt to keep him at the club. Now, apparently he did withdraw this resignation and went on to lead Juventus to a 2-1 victory over Napoli, which sees them 16 points clear at the top of Serie A. However, should he go on and lose in the second leg against Atletico Madrid with them already 2-0 down, it'll be pretty much seen that the rest of the season is a given. They'll go on to win the league, so it doesn't really matter who's in charge. This also may have something to do with the fact that Maurizio Sarri is close to being sacked at Chelsea, and Allegri looks like a pretty good replacement. And next up we come to the big question of the day, and are Manchester City controlling world football? According to their chief executive Ferran Soriano, they're looking to purchase another football club to add to their City Group portfolio. This is the company which owns teams in America, obviously Manchester City as well, in Australia, in Japan, in Spain, and in China. The chief executive said that they will be looking into new markets, meaning that they could be interested in signing up a team from India. Now, the reason for this is because apparently the Indian and Asian markets have a genuine passion for football and they basically want to help bring it to the fore. This, I completely understand and I'm all aboard with. If Manchester City can go into these countries and provide the kind of routes and networks and facilities for young players to grow into better players, maybe even make a bigger name and help their teams reach the World Cups, then I'm all for it. If they're using it to send players between clubs or basically control football, and whilst doing that also offset some of their financial fair play money that they may or may not be penalised for, well then I think it's a bad thing. But as I mentioned before, if they're willing to bring football to all corners of the world, well then I'm all for it. What do you guys think? Obviously let me know in the comment section your thoughts on that and all of the other bits on today's Daily News. But finally, let's come to a quick roundup of all the other transfer news and rumours from today. First up, Manchester City are preparing a huge 6-year contract for their informed midfielder Bernardo Silva. As for Leicester City, well, they've been told that they're going to have to pay around £40 million to keep Yuri Tielemans on the club at a more permanent basis. Crystal Palace are interested in signing Stoke City goalkeeper Jack Butland. And finally, forgotten wonder kid at Real Madrid, Martin Odegaard, could go on loan to Ajax next season for the whole year after returning from his loan at Vitesse, also in the Dutch Eredivisie. So that's it from me on today's Daily News. As I always say, you can let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I look forward to debating with you guys on absolutely everything. The hot topic of today, are Manchester City really controlling world football? Whilst you're down there, you can also smash the like button and subscribe if you are new around here before clicking here or here to check out all of the other videos that we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.